Hi, I'm Amy, Amy's Crafts and Things. Today's tutorial will be discussing editing embroidery designs, selecting patterns, moving patterns, scaling patterns, and rotating and flipping patterns. I have a few shapes up on the screen already for us to work with. If you don't have a pointer tool selected already, go up underneath the blue flower and click on Select and select the pointer tool. You can select a design by clicking on it. If you want to select the next one, you can hit the Tab button. And if you have multiple objects selected, you can deselect it by pressing the Control key and unselecting the one you don't want. Just like that. If you want to select all of your designs, you go up underneath the blue flower and the Select tool and go down where it says Select All. Patterns can also be selected all by clicking your Control A button. Patterns can be selected all. When you have one already selected, you can press the Control A button and all of them will be selected. Patterns can be moved manually by clicking on one and dragging it to where you would like it to be, where you would like it to be placed. You can also move patterns by selecting them, going to your home, going to Arrange, which is about the center of your screen on the top. You'll see the word Arrange, and you can click on Move to Center. If you select them all and click on Arrange, you can move them to the left, you can move them to the right, you can arrange them to the center, to the top of the page. They'll all go down to the bottom and to the middle, and Arrange to Center puts them all in the center of the screen. Now let's separate these out a little bit. We'll select the shapes individually and just kind of move them around and unstack them, if you will. Select Object and move it around, and now you can scale them. There are more than four. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 boxes around the shape. They're called handles. You can use those to drag them and scale them to make them bigger or smaller. You can also scale them by clicking the Home. Next to Arrange on your bar, you'll see Size. You can click on that. Depending if you want to maintain proportions or not, you can click on Maintain Aspect Ratio, or if you do not want to maintain proportions, you can uncheck it and you can scale it numerically. And we'll try and that made it really big. We'll rescale it down. And another thing that I would really like to point out to you too is if you'd like to know what size your object is, if you go all the way down to the lower left hand corner of your screen, right where my pointer is, you'll see where it says width, height. It will give you how many stitches. This is the size of the object that you have selected. So that's always a good place to look if you need to know what size your object is. Now let's go ahead and get rid of our shapes. I will select them all by selecting them and hitting the Delete button. And I'm going to bring in from the design library a fun little shape. I will go ahead and resize it, make it a little bit bigger. Then I will click on Home, Arrange, Move to Center. Now, you can rotate it a couple different ways. With your design selected, there's a red circle at the middle top part of the handle. If you put your mouse over it, it will turn into an arrow that's in the shape of a circle. If you click and hold your mouse button down and drag it, you can spin it all the way around and rotate it to the right or to the left to any angle that you would like. You can also rotate it by clicking on Home, Rotate and Flip, and you can rotate it 90 degrees to the right or 90 degrees to the left. You can also rotate it by a specified number of degrees. If you click on the Home and the Rotate, and then if you click on Rotate, the third option, it brings up a window with a circle, a red arrow, a number, and degrees, and it's got arrows that you can click on to adjust it manually. You can also highlight it and type in your degrees that you would like to rotate it. To flip your design, you can go under Home, Rotate and Flip, and you can flip it vertically, or you can flip it horizontally. And that concludes today's tutorial on editing designs, selecting patterns, scaling patterns, rotating patterns, and flipping patterns. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so that you can be notified of future tutorials and projects that we work on together.